You're into kettlebells, and so are we. Check out the first link in the description. I got something for you. It's a free course, 30 days filled with kettlebell workouts to help you get started or to help you take off. Click the link, sign up, and enjoy. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe Stark here. These 20 secrets to Pavel Tsatsouline's success with kettlebells have been taken from a powerful conversation that I've had with John Duquesne. You'll find the link in the description if you want to watch the full interview. John Duquesne was Pavel's partner and co-founder of RKC. RKC back in the 2000s was responsible for the global renaissance of kettlebells that the whole world, or at least the West, experienced. So let's jump into these 20 secrets, and we'll start with number 1. Personality and charisma. Pavel is equipped with a great personality, and when he speaks, he's very charismatic. His workshops were filled with people from ballerinas to tough guys. He was even walking around with a t-shirt that said "Body by Stalin," and he encapsulated the idea of a foreign man from a foreign land who's able to share some secrets from the Russian Spetznaz with you. Number 2, he was a terrific marketer. He was very brand oriented. And since he had that background in marketing, him and John Duquesne got off together off the ground just perfectly. Number 3, he is a great presenter, a great actor. If you want to present something, you have to talk with confidence. And as we all know, Pavel is equipped with a lot of confidence. Matter of fact, when God was giving it away, a lot of the confidence that were meant for hundreds of people dumped into Pavel's pockets alone. Number 4, he is a great coach. He was giving people results. You can be a great marketer. You can be a great presenter. But if the results that you're able to deliver are not worth it, your marketing as well as your charismatic personality won't get you very far. He was a kind and gentle person, but he was able to turn it on in an instant. Being kind and being gentle to the people around you shows the people around you that you are a loving and empathetic human being. And if you want to have a close and tight-knit circle with people who support you, who love you, and give you their best, you got to treat them with respect and love. He connected with the real people. The names that I'm about to share with you sound like the greatest of all time, or the all-stars team of kettlebells back in the day. He connected with John Duquesne, a great marketer himself who helped him develop the ideas for kettlebell training and hardstyle. He connected with Dan John, my mentor and a well-versed and renowned strength coach who invented the goblet squat and put it into the curriculum of RKC. He connected with Steve Maxwell, who was responsible for coming up with the idea of a Turkish get-up done with a kettlebell. He connected with Steve Carter, a martial artist, a powerhouse, a dragon in the West when it comes to kettlebell training, and my mentor as well. And he connected with Sean Mosen, who took the idea of kettlebells to Canada and is now called the grandfather of Canadian kettlebell training. Number 7, Pavel applied his own ideas of tension into kettlebell training, which means he experimented with ideas which deliver great results, which proves that he was a great coach putting together great ideas to make them work. For example, the idea of power breathing and his tension techniques in hardstyle kettlebell training have been derived from Qigong. So he was able to take this idea, mold it, experiment, and create his own. Number 8, he used a tool that was forgotten, at least in the West, and brought it back to the market. Yes, kettlebells are a part of the Russian culture, even back in the 2000s. But you have to understand that according to kettlebell history, the kettlebell was big in Europe. And then Russian actors went to Europe, discovered the kettlebell and this idea of training, took it to Russia, developed it further, and there it became a household name. But kettlebell training was lost along the way in the West. And that's why I believe Pavel and his associates single-handedly created this global renaissance of kettlebell training that we have experienced back in the 2000s. Number 9, RKC, along with Pavel and John Duquesne, became a self-proclaimed authority in kettlebell training. They were the first ones to certify kettlebell coaches in the West. Because John said, I knew if we want to get this thing off the ground, we have to place and present ourselves as the authority. Number 10, they've developed their own type of kettlebell, the cast iron. Yes, Pavel took the idea of the Russian competition hollow core kettlebells, brought it to John, but John then created this own idea of creating an own kettlebell. The only thing that was around back then was an adjustable kettlebell, but nobody used it. So hence they came up with this own type of idea and their own type of kettlebell because they wanted to carve out this niche and place themselves as the authority with this new type of training, with this new type of tool. Number 11, the market was ready for a more practical approach to training. You see, in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, the rise of the machines and commercial gyms happened. There was one problem though. Yes, people started to work out in gyms, but they didn't get the results that they were promised. And not everybody wanted to become a bodybuilder or puff up their muscles. So Pavel and John, they were ready because they saw a problem and they delivered a brand new solution. Number 12, Pavel was a strength and conditioning coach for the Spetznaz, but he didn't want to join the army himself because he doesn't like to take orders from anyone. But he took this idea coming from the Spetznaz with his background. They took this great marketing idea, created a gig around it, a shtick, and they sold it successfully. Number 13, after 9/11, Pavel became the authority for the US military complex when it comes to physical training. He was on the covers, he was in the newspapers, and he was able to deliver training to the police, the Marines, the Navy, so on and so forth. So Pavel was in front of thousands of people on a daily basis. Number 14, the power of the RKC Forum. You see, people shared their results from kettlebell training in the forum, and Pavel and John took these results and translated them into brilliant marketing. Number 15, Pavel's interest in martial arts led to a different style of kettlebell training. He developed his own idea and his own philosophy called Hardstyle. The idea behind Hardstyle is to generate maximum power for explosive development. The idea behind kettlebell sport is to generate maximum efficiency for strength endurance. And while these two ideas can work together in the same setting, John Duquesne said that we're gonna differentiate ourselves from the market by promoting and following Hardstyle only. And this leads to number 16. The reason why RKC pushed Hardstyle only was for marketing reasons. If you're pushing two ideas that are contrary to each other, this might confuse your customer, and a confused customer doesn't buy anything. Number 17, the limited choice of RKC marketing led to this kettlebell divide that we now experience. But the funny thing is that this divide wasn't forced by the founders. Pavel even embraced the idea to bring kettlebell sport into the West as well. And that's one of the reasons why they invited Valery Fedorenko for seminars. But because they didn't push kettlebell sport any further, out of marketing reasons, because they wanted to stick to Hardstyle, this divide developed out of the culture. Number 18, the reason why Pavel eventually ventured out on his own was because he wanted to do his own thing. He still wanted to follow this type of tough guy approach, while RKC was moving into different directions. So John and Pavel started disagreeing, and then the whole split took place. Number 19, specific go-getters that were scattered all around the globe led to this global renaissance of kettlebell training, which means that Pavel as well as John were doing a fine job in selecting the perfect individuals to push the idea of hardstyle kettlebell training all around the world. Number 20, RKC, StrongFirst. Pavel and his associates, whether they are still friends or not, built a global business on the backs of their satisfied customers. And this is the ultimate reason they succeeded. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it and consider subscribing if you're into kettlebells, because on this channel we're about all things kettlebell. Catch you on the next one. If you're looking for kettlebell courses that can help you lose weight, build muscle, and improve your kettlebell technique, then check out the Lebe Academy. Let us help you discover a new perspective on kettlebell training, making it simple and easy for you to understand. Join the waiting list of your desired course now and secure your spot when it's open for enrollment. Link is in the description.